The illusion of infinite content. In the early 2000s and 20s, artificial intelligence promised to revolutionize the way we create. Articles, images, and even entire videos could be generated in seconds, giving rise to what became known as AI content farms. For a brief period, these farms flourished. They produced vast quantities of material at unprecedented speed, filling websites, video platforms, and social media feeds. To some, this seemed like the dawn of a new digital era. Yet behind this illusion of progress lay a fatal flaw. What appeared to be the future of content creation quickly became its own undoing. This is the story of the rise and the downfall of AI content farms. Part 1. The rapid ascent. The emergence of powerful generative tools marked the beginning of a digital gold rush. Entrepreneurs realized they could automate the production of articles, blog posts, and videos at scale. Entire websites appeared overnight, filled with AI-written stories optimized for search engines. On YouTube, faceless channels began publishing dozens of videos per week, complete with synthetic narration and stock visuals. The model was simple: produce more content than any human team ever could, and in doing so, capture attention, advertising revenue, and algorithmic reach. For a time, the strategy succeeded. Some operators earned substantial profits with little more than an AI subscription and minimal oversight. Part 2. Structural weaknesses emerge. The very scale that made AI content farms appealing soon exposed their weaknesses. While AI could generate grammatically correct text and polished visuals, it struggled with accuracy, nuance, and originality. Articles frequently contained factual errors or misleading claims. Videos, though plentiful, lacked depth and felt formulaic. Audiences began to recognize the emptiness of this output. The phrase AI slop entered the cultural lexicon to describe material that was technically functional, yet devoid of substance. Platforms also recognized the issue. Search engines adjusted ranking systems to demote low-quality content, while video platforms tightened monetization rules. What was once easy profit began to erode. Part 3. Backlash and oversaturation. As the presence of AI-generated content expanded, so did public resistance. Communities online began openly criticizing AI spam, and many audiences gravitated back toward authentic creators. Another challenge was oversaturation. Because AI tools were widely available, countless operators produced nearly identical material. Scripts, titles, and even thumbnails blended together into an indistinguishable mass. In competing to flood the internet with volume, these farms rendered themselves irrelevant. What began as a technological advantage collapsed into uniformity. The content was plentiful, but indistinct, uninspired, and easily ignored. Part 4. The decline of the content machines. By the mid-2020s, the downfall was undeniable. Major search engines implemented stricter measures against spam. YouTube introduced updated monetization policies, limiting the profitability of low-effort AI channels. Advertisers distanced themselves, unwilling to associate with material viewed as untrustworthy. Perhaps most importantly, audiences disengaged. Once the novelty wore off, AI content farms failed to retain attention. Their inability to provide unique perspectives or meaningful engagement ensured their decline. Part 5. Lessons from the collapse. The failure of AI content farms does not reflect a failure of artificial intelligence itself, but rather a failure of its misuse. These farms operated under the belief that quantity could replace quality, that an endless flood of material would suffice in place of originality, voice, and human perspective. In practice, audiences demand connection. They value insight, storytelling, and authenticity. These are attributes that no algorithm can fully replicate. By misunderstanding what makes content meaningful, AI farms ensured their own downfall. Conclusion: beyond the farms. The decline of AI content farms marks an important turning point in digital media. It demonstrates that while artificial intelligence is a powerful tool, it cannot replace the distinctly human elements of creativity and expression. The next phase of AI will not be defined by replacing creators, but by enhancing them. Ultimately, people do not remember the flood of disposable content. They remember the voices that offered something real like original creators. However, this is slowly going to destroy the platform as more and more people use AI in order to create garbage content and get quick money from monetization.